Notts County Talk. It is episode 2 of It's All Black and White. A Sunday morning, well, Sunday afternoon-ish fixture, 1 o'clock at home to Fleetwood. Excited for this one. It was interesting to see a few of the results come in yesterday, early on in the season. Again, MK Dons have lost. Tranmere another 0-0. Doncaster losing as well. So some interesting results at the start of the season. So you never know what we're going to really expect from Notts today. Obviously, the news on Friday that MK Dons have got a bid in for Dan Crowley. The team news will be very, very interesting when that does come out. I'm going to pick Jordan up again today, so you'll see him get his thoughts possibly for player ratings at the end of the video as well. I went for a quick jog this morning, went past Meadow Lane, and someone's actually replaced the old pitch with a carpet, which is quite inconvenient. But no, it looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. It was great to see people in and around Meadow Lane getting there a little bit early. We're going to go and try and head to the Nest. Who knows how busy it will be. But yeah, it should be a really good day. Very much looking forward to it. Got Jordan. It only feels like last weekend we were at a game together. And on It's All Black and White.
Yeah. It's gone quick, I think.
I'm going to get your thoughts in a minute. But all I want from you right now is score prediction.
3-1 Notts.
I'm going 2-0. I'm sticking with what I said on Thursday. I think I said it on Thursday anyway. 2-0 Notts. Team news is out then. Notts did tweet a little teaser of the team news coming up in a few minutes, and there was Palmer in there, Robbo and Cerullo as well. What do you make of the team?
Not much difference from the starting day. Obviously, Austin dropped. I think he did play well against Shrewsbury. He had more of an impact than he did at Tranmere.
Yeah.
But Grant's looking solid, isn't he? And I think that's a great bit of business by the club. Overall, very strong, positive, and that bench is probably the strongest bench we've had in few seasons.
100%. Also, Crowley is captain. It does say something. I mean, if there's rumours,
we might have rejected the bid.
Yeah, you never know. Let's see how he plays. Looking forward to this one. We've got Jake. Good to be back in it.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. The pitch is looking fantastic. I love the black aesthetic around the side. It's really, really good.
Yeah, it does look good. Fleetwood fans, not sure how many have travelled.
Yeah, there's not that many.
No, there's not too many, but fair play to them. You know, Sunday, change of kick-off, 1 o'clock. But yeah, are you sticking with your score prediction from Thursday night?
0-0.
Go 0-0.
0-0.
Yeah.
Solid start to the season.
Fair enough, right. Players are going to be coming out any minute. Jodi puts their fullback on the floor. Spoke about this on the previous perspective on Thursday. He's going to be the key player for us, and can their fullbacks deal with it? But straight away, broken through and had an opportunity for a goal already. Good start from Notts. I dread to think what the possession stats are. I mean, possession doesn't win your games quite clearly, but we must be 80% possession so far. Fleetwood happy for us to have it towards defence, not pressing too much. We've got a throw in now, Scott, which we saw against Tranmere for the first time. Very long throw, puts it in there, and it's gone straight out for a goal kick. But we've controlled possession so far, but not done anything with it. First sniff of a chance from Fleetwood, ends a corner that goes, I wouldn't say it was really any chance of going in, but it looped straight across the box. Bass had a bit of a panic for a second. But I'm interested to see when we do get Callum back or Cerullo and we can attack from both sides. I've got nothing wrong with Adam Chickson at all. I mean, he's doing the job he's supposed to be doing. He's dropping in, and we're seeing Scott. Scott really is the winger. But just have that other outlet. Just watching us pass around, and they've now got a bit of a press on, and they have won the ball back off us. And Dan Crowley nips in excellently from here and clap. We're just winning the ball back at will, and now McCarley can drive us forward. Some unbelievable work from Grant earlier to put it through a player's legs and give it to Jodi, and we're just recycling possession. 88% last time I checked. flying save from Alex Pass. Fleetwood's first real effort. It's a free kick given away. Shatter did win the ball, but they got a free kick for it anyway. He was pleading his innocence. But yeah, a fantastic save that leaves Fleetwood with a corner. We've gone off the ball in the last 10 minutes. We're 29 minutes into the game. We're kind of just lumping balls hopelessly forward. I want to see consistency. We're not seeing it this half, but it's not been too bad. So watch this Fleetwood corner, and it's in. Chatter beaten. Then number 7 runs onto it, and 1-0 to Fleetwood. Very, very disappointing. Better for Knox. In the last 5 minutes, Jodi working well, Crowley working well with good crossing to Chatter. We've just not had that finish that we need to get level at half time. Wow, it worked for Fleetwood's guys, recording in this score, not to another corner, well worked from Crowley and Jones. Let's see if this one can go in. Punching out and away. Jones really sided with possession. Him and Crowley working quite well. I don't know, it seems like we're just missing something. Grant's got the ball, he's impressed me. Lovely 1-2. Into Crowley, 1! Oh, what a save, Chatter! Chatter's put it into the side netting, it's deflected, it was an unbelievable block. You can't even score in there. Crowley should have scored, good save, and then Chatter, oh goodness me, what a chance. 43rd minute to go in. 1-1. It's our time. We've got a very smiley Jordan to say we're losing 1-0. What do you make of that?
Well, I'm happy to be back in the lane, but not happy to concede from a set piece. I think the defence has been pretty solid, to be fair. Mike Platt, again, unreal. I know he gave that foul away, but in terms of the whole defence have been great, and we've had the really good possession, but in terms of going forward, we've just looked a bit slow. We get in behind some of the defenders and then we hold the ball up, and I don't know why that is. We need to be getting in it.
You're not a massive fan of Scott on the wing, are you?
No, it's not had an impact at all, and it's not a winger. I would rather us play 2 up top than play Scott in behind and have him a free roll, because Jatter's coming back for their throw-ins, and they're not even long throws. I don't know why he did it against Tranmere as well. If we want to get out on the break and fast, leave Jatter up. Just leave Jatter up there.
To be fair to Scott, I'd like to see what happens when Cerula's on that side with him, or Gordon or Jodi. I think it'd be very different then and much more effective. I said it last week before the game that Matty Platt would have a masterclass, and they did. What I'm going to go for this week is I'm going to say that Dizzy will come on and change the game.
Yeah, well, he came on against Tranmere and changed it a bit, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
It is crying out for him. We just need to get out of him more. We've got enough of the ball, but we're just not moving it quick enough, and we're a bit hesitant sometimes. So yeah, if we change that after half time, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, 1-0 down at half time. Fleetwood took the chance of a corner. We'll see what happens in the next 45. 21 seconds in, huge save for a pass, but they put it back across the box and no one's picking up. And whatever half-time team took Meadow said is completely out the window. We're 2 down to Fleetwood. Decent finish. Only got ourselves to blame. Horrendous start to the half, really. We're looking okay. Jodi's just had a chance. I think we need to get someone up there with Jatta. I'm going to say I think it should be Didzy. He's warming up, Palmer's warming up, and Austin's warming up. But full tackle there from Hinchy, and they've cut through us again. And they're on the attack. If this goes to 3, it's well and truly game over. They've whipped the ball in. Macquarie's been beaten to it in the box, wins the free kick. 54 minutes. They've definitely had the better of the opening into the second half. 6. It might have been Macquarie with the assist, but it's been coming in the last 5 minutes. It really, really has. Weird, I think it is. It's down for them. Boxing up on his back. But yeah, What, over half an hour to go, and then some added time. We're 2-1 now. Can we use that momentum? He's frustrated because they didn't get something earlier. It's going to be a yellow. The borderline that was. Notts have a lot of momentum, as you will have seen. Palmer's coming on. Cerula looks like maybe Robbo as well. Oh, deflection from the Cerula shot. He's literally cleared off the line by Fleetwood's number 5. It's all Notts. They can't get out their own half. Matty Palmer going to take a corner. Haven't seen that for a while. Looking for Fleetwood, I'm not sure why, but yeah, we've got a corner. Put the ball back on the pitch. I don't know. Let's see, Notts corner. Will it be direct? Straight on Jeff's head. It's on short. Tyler's got a lot of time. Whips one in and headed away, but there is still 15 minutes plus other time. Must have been inches over the ball. It's all Notts. I mean, they could have had 2 or 3 goals in the last minute. Notts running out of time here. Yeah, time is very close to being on. 2.5 minutes left. Near the Fleetwood fans might be able to hear the singing. It's all a little bit stale. Dizzy with the tip over the top. Cerula I've been massively impressed with. He's brought down. I don't know who's going to take the penalty though. Jodi's got the ball in his hands. He's been absolutely shattered for the last 15 minutes. I think for being kicked left, right and centre, but he's got the ball in his hands. Let's see. Here we go, Jodi for take. Come on. Come on, man. Taking his time, taking about 2 minutes each. Oh, come on, Jodi, come on. Jodi Jones! Back in the car then for player ratings. Jordan on camera duty. It's been a rush. I've had to, when that 6 minutes came up and we got the penalty, I was looking at the clock. I've got to be somewhere fairly soon. So we ran back to the car. Jordan dipped at the line, beat me to the car, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to show a bit of pace.
At the end, but yeah, 2-2. Before we scored the first goal, I'd have said no chance. But let's go through the player ratings then. So, Alex Bastjord.
8, I think. Even though we conceded 2 goals, he didn't do anything wrong. Great one-on-one save, great free kick save. What more can you say?
Yeah, I'm going to say 7.5 because he did concede the 2. But yeah, just before both goals, that was a fantastic save from him. Let's go for Macari. You thought he was a bit hesitant first half?
First half, a bit hesitant on the ball and with passing. Meant he went back a few times, but he got the assist in the end, so I'm going to say 7.5.
Yeah, I'll go 7.5. 7.5 for Lewis Macari. Then go on to Matty Platt, who seems to win 99% of headers in the air.
7.5.
Yeah, yes, we conceded 2, but one was from the corner.
I think the defence played all right, to be fair, even though we conceded 2 goals. So.
I don't really know if I don't think they had any more opportunities to score.
No.
I'm gonna say 7 because I'm gonna say 7 because he didn't get an assist like Macari, but he's in the defence. They did ultimately concede 2, so 7. I'm gonna go Meadow though.
7. I can't give him more than Platt.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go 7. They're both fantastic players. So yeah. Let's go for Chickson. I've said it multiple times. You know what you're getting with him, and his game is not to take players on. So
6.5.
Yeah, I'm not scoring him on anything on that. Yeah, I'll go 6.5 for Chickson. And I said it in the middle of the video. It limits us so much that we don't have Kellen Gordon available, and that what we just saw from Cerula. I'll go and talk about him in a second. But we're going to be a lot better when these players come back.
Yeah.
So 6.5. Other side, Jodi. I'm actually 2 games into the season. I'm sick of seeing the lack of protection for him.
It's a joke, isn't it? Really, and someone's going to really badly injure him if it carries on. He's getting manhandled all the time, like brought to the ground every time. Teams are just kicking him.
to stop him from doing what he can do. I think some of his crossing was a bit off the first half. Not great crossing from the right today, but overall, still obviously it's Jodi, and he still makes things happen, and he's going right to the end. And he was struggling at the end. I think he'd been kicked that much. I'll probably give him an 8.
I'm gonna go 7.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, something
I'm
has.
higher than you this week.
Yeah,
Not
yeah, I know you were slating me last week. Something has to be done because, yes, it's obviously selfish from a Notts fan's perspective, but he's going to get injured. He's not gonna, at this rate. He's not going to make it to October without an injury.
Yeah,
they're not just small, niggly fouls, like that's going to give him a little.
Their play, I think their
niggle.
play should have been sent off for the one where he caught the back of his leg.
Yeah, 100%.
Was nowhere near the ball. The play had gone so far ahead, and it's so late and dangerous. Yeah, he should have been sent off.
Yeah.
Let's
go Hinchy. I thought he started very, very well, but then drifted out of it. I'm going to go 6.5 for him today.
Yeah, I agree. 6.5.
Let's go for Dan Crowley then.
I'm
going to go 7.
7. I agree with that.
A lot of what I saw from him today, first off, especially, was just recycling possession and winning the ball back.
Which he was great at doing. But
yeah, he makes a lot happen. A couple of times, maybe too much today, but like I said, we're relying on him and Jodi, aren't we, for to be productive?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I agree. I think he's great at recycling possession. He's a battler as well, but sometimes you just want him to release that pass a little bit earlier.
What are you going to say for Grant?
Grant, he was good first half as well, to be fair. But I think the same as Hinchy, really, 6.5, maybe 7. It's hard to give, but I think 6.5 is fair.
I think 6.5. He reminds me of exactly like you said. Hinchy just faded out a little bit.
Yeah.
Scott, you weren't, well, like we said at half time, massively impressed with Scott out wide. I did say I think it would change when we saw other players come into the side.
Yeah.
I think again I'm going to go 6. I think I'm going to go 6.5 for Scott.
Yeah, 6.5. I think he struggled out wide. I think we would have been better off going to up top because Chickson was dropping deep when he could have picked up the guy that Scott was picking up basically on the wing sometimes. And it meant that when we got the ball and went forward, Scott was in a bit of a tricky position to affect the game. And I don't think it's Scott's fault. I think it's just the way we lined up and the tactics of that first half. But yeah, 6.5 for Scott.
And then Jatta, I'm just going to go straight up with a 7 because he got the goal. Without the goal, I'd go a 6. I do think we have to play someone up there with him. And this will come in the season, but he needs to be a yard ahead of what is at the minute. And he scored 3 or 4 today if he's a yard ahead.
Yeah, I think there's some balls into the box where if he's started off a bit earlier, off the mark a bit earlier, he could have got there. I think he had a lot of trouble today trying to lose a man. Whenever the ball's near him, he's got someone right next to him.
That's what I mean about playing on his own.
Yeah, it's because it's easy for the defenders to pick up because they can just focus on him, and it did show today that it was easy to pick him up and track him and make sure he didn't get away from them.
And then let's run through the subs very quickly. Scott Robertson, for me, I'm just going to give a 6.5. I didn't see too much from him. Didsey, I'm going to give a 7 for his chipped ball through to Cerula.
Yeah, 7 for me as well.
Matty Palmer, how good. I watched him go to get the ball for a corner and thought, I haven't seen Matty Palmer go to the corner flag to deliver a cross in like 10 months.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I think I give him a 6.5.
Yeah, same.
But I might be being like over dramatic. I'm going to give Cerula an 8. He has 0.
He looks so dangerous.
0 match sharpness, by the way.
Yeah. His running at the defenders, behind the defenders, his crosses into the box. Boy, do we have a player.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. You go from having Jodi on one side that can produce to Chickson on the other, who is not his game, to then having 2 players that can produce, and then the option of Kellen Gordon off the bench. It's going to come together. It's going to take time. The 3 players that came on that I've just mentioned, apart from Didsey, the other 3, they're lacking match sharpness, and they've come in and helped us secure the draw there.
I do want to say Chickson's crossing in the first half was pretty decent.
Yeah, it was.
Shout that out for us.
Let us know what your what your player ratings were, in fact, for today's game. I think on another day we walk away with a win. I think you replay that game 10 times and we'd probably win half of those.
Fleetwood didn't create really much outside of the goals that they scored.
No. Fair play to their fans though. I thought they were loud.
They were decent.
We go again with Grimsby on Thursday night at home. If we can remain unbeaten, get a win there, I think it's going to have been a decent start to the season. Coming back from 2-0 down to get a draw is always a much better feeling.
Against the League One opposition from last season, they came down from League One, and a tricky away fixture to Tranmere at the start of the season. I think I'd take 2 draws. Looking at the game, I felt we could have won it. I think we were the better side today. But overall, with the fixtures and the teams we played, I think 2 draws at the start of the season and the way we played is pretty promising still.
I agree.
So I think still a lot to be happy about at this moment in time.
I agree. Big shout out to Jordan as well for the camera work for this player rating. Super.
It's a bit tricky.
Going all over the place in the car, but yeah, fantastic. As always, please do leave a like on the video. We got a massive amount of likes on the Tranmere video. Could we get some more for this one? As I've already said, comment what you thought about the game, however you listened, however you viewed the game, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.